The iPhone 14 will come in 4 different configurations, have 8GB of RAM and a crazy 48-megapixel camera capable of recording 8K video. It just so happens that it will also have one special feature that has the potential of saving your life. But more on that at the end of the video. The new iPhone 14 will be the first iPhone since 2017 to finally get rid of that notch. Famous Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo reports that Apple will drop the notch in 2022, starting with the high-end iPhone 14 Pro. From now on, the higher-end iPhones will feature a punch-hole design, seen in many Android flagship phones in the last few years. You might be wondering, what will Apple do with its Face ID system that was previously hidden under the notch? Well, as of now, the fate of Face ID is still unclear. Bloomberg analyst Mark Gurman has shared a rumor that Apple has been testing under-display Touch ID technology for some time, and this could be the year when they finally introduce it for the higher-end iPhone 14 models. Even still, Gurman says Apple is all in on Face ID for its higher-end iPhones, with the ultimate goal of implementing Face ID in the display itself. So whether we will get Touch ID or Face ID under the display this year is still unclear, but we are sure to see some changes in the way we unlock our phones very soon. Speaking of removing things, according to Apple leaker John Prosay, the company is finally getting rid of the iPhone's camera bump, which only seemed to be getting bigger and bigger with every year. He claims that by making some models of the iPhone 14 thicker, Apple will be able to avoid the camera bump altogether and fit all the required camera components inside the iPhone body. As mentioned earlier, the new iPhones will feature dramatic improvements to the camera system, both front-facing and main units. It is rumored that the front-facing camera will get huge upgrades to its autofocus features. The rear camera, on the other hand, is rumored to finally have the capability of recording 8K video. A very impressive feature, although arguably not that useful to the average user. The rear camera is also set to feature an all-new 48-megapixel sensor, a 4x increase from the 12-megapixel sensor in the iPhone 13, which is sure to improve the iPhone's photo quality substantially. Remember when we needed one of these for a 12-megapixel sensor? Unfortunately, Apple is rumored to be dropping the iPhone mini concept this year, opting for more variety in its larger format offerings. The 2022 iPhone is set to release in 4 different configurations. The iPhone 14 with a 6.1-inch display, iPhone 14 Pro with the same display size, an iPhone 14 Max at 6.7 inches, and finally the iPhone 14 Pro Max, also at 6.7 inches. There is conflicting information about Apple's next-gen phone processor, but it is looking likely that Apple is working on a direct successor to the A15 Bionic, named the A16, that together with the new iPhone's rumored 8GB of RAM compared to the 6 we have today, will provide a serious power boost to Apple's flagship phone. Now let's talk about that feature Apple is rumored to be working on. It is no surprise that in emergency situations, where a person's life is at risk, such as car crashes, every single second counts. That is why Apple has been reportedly testing a car crash detection feature to implement in its newest iPhones, using the iPhone's accelerometer data, extrapolating the G-force that a phone experiences during a strong impact, such as in a car crash, and together with GPS data, your iPhone will be able to reliably detect when a car crash has taken place. Apple will be able to instantly alert the authorities about a potentially life-threatening situation. This is a great feature to implement in a phone and may prove invaluable to iPhone owners in case of such an emergency. Be sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on exciting developments in the world of Apple, Tesla, SpaceX, and more.